I am Pragya, and I bring to you excerpts from the current issue of Outlook titled Trapped, that looks at two cover stories. One, where poor migrant workers trapped in a tunnel make it alive after 17 traumatic days. The other, for the Palestinians trapped in Gaza, the ceasefire may be short lived before the next round of attacks by Israel. The other cover has illustration of the olive tree, a symbol of Palestinian culture and resilience. The Palestinian poet in exile, Mahmoud Darwish, has always used olive tree in his poetry. Lines from his poem, The Second Olive Tree, reads, "The portrait for the olive tree is neither green nor silver. The olive tree is the color of peace, if peace needed a color." Over 1 million olive trees have been uprooted by the settlers in occupied Palestine since 1967 to build new settlements, according to Haaretz newspaper and other agencies. A perfect invocation that evoked the essence of essence by Amrit Gangar, a Mumbai-based film critic, theorist, curator, historian, and author. He pays tribute to B.N. Goswami. For decades, B.N. Goswami gently held our finger and walked in search of an essence of essence, a pure bliss. Silent in the field, a butterfly was flying, then it fell asleep. Brijinder Nath Goswami walked gently, talked gently, silently, when he bid adieu to our world on the morning of November 17, 2023. The sannata, the silence, befell the universe of art, its history, and the ways of its interpretation. At 90, his presence was precious and present. He left us as if while listening to Kumar Gandharva's self-composed bandish in Rag Shuddha Shyam, silent in the field. Moe bulai ke पूछो ना रे, अजब रीत तेरो है गारे, समझ ना परे उलझायो रे, का कसूर मेरो है गारे. Call me and at least inquire about me. Strange are your ways. Instead of making things easier, you complicate them. What is my fault? In Amit Datta's extraordinary short film, The Museum of Imagination, a portrait in absentia on Goswami, we see him sitting in solitude, listening to the great vocalist he was long fond of. Though I was fortunate to have met the legendary art historian in person, listening to his erudite and yet accessible Brijinder speeches a couple of times, and through reading of his books, my direct and intimate contact with him has been through Datta's 2 films besides Nayansukh. Among the other 2 films, one is already referred to above, and another is Field Trip, their references intended. Goswami incessantly and rigorously prodded the process and pursued it. His quest was to capture the essence of essence. In the film, The Museum of Imagination, we see pages from a book with paintings on one side and their interpretations on the other. Among several examples, one provoked the title of my homage to the great scholar Goswami, who described the painting. The very picture of devotion, bare torsoed, head bowed, legs crossed, and hands folded, Jayadev stands at left with the implements of worship placed before the lotus seat of Vishnu, who sits there, blessing the poet who wrote this perfect invocation that joyously evokes the essence of essence. For this and more, read the current issue of Outlook.